This changed everything, and it happened inside an ordinary house on an ordinary street where nothing like this was ever supposed to happen. In 1977, a family in North London began experiencing events so strange and unsettling that their story would later inspire The Conjuring 2. But what really happened inside the house in Enfield might be even more disturbing than the film. It began quietly, with a small sound in the night, a knock somewhere in the walls, then another. At first, Peggy Hodgson didn't think much of it. Old houses make noise, pipes shift, wood creaks. It was easy to ignore. But the knocking didn't follow any pattern. It came at the same time every night, slow, deliberate, almost responsive. Then one evening, everything changed. Peggy's daughters were getting ready for bed when they called out to her. Their voices sounded confused, almost afraid. She walked into the room and stopped. A heavy dresser was moving, not falling or tipping, but sliding across the floor. No one was touching it. For a moment, no one spoke. The room felt wrong, like something invisible had made itself known. That night, no one slept, and it didn't stop. Over the next few days, the house felt different, colder, quieter in some places and louder in others. Footsteps were heard in empty rooms, soft at first, then clearer, as if someone was walking just out of sight. The children refused to sleep alone. Then came the beds. One night, Janet, just 11 years old, felt her mattress shift beneath her. At first, she thought it was her imagination, but then it lifted slightly. She screamed. Peggy rushed in and saw the bed shaking violently, the frame hitting the floor again and again. Janet clung to the mattress, terrified. Whatever was happening was getting stronger. Soon, objects began to move in ways no one could explain. Toys were thrown across the room, chairs turned on their own, curtains swayed even when the windows were closed. The family wasn't imagining it anymore, and they weren't alone. Neighbors witnessed things they couldn't explain. Even a police officer later said she saw a chair move without anyone near it. Something was happening in that house, and it was only the beginning. As days turned into weeks, investigators arrived with cameras and recorders. They wanted proof, and they got it. One night, recordings captured a voice, not Peggy's, not the children's. It sounded older, rough, almost mechanical, and it seemed to come from Janet, though her lips barely moved. The voice answered questions and spoke about a man who had once lived there, claiming he had died in the house and was still there. Then came photographs showing Janet lifted above the bed. Some said it was staged, others weren't so sure. Meanwhile, the activity intensified. Loud bangs echoed through the walls, doors slammed shut, objects were thrown across rooms. Imagine sitting in silence and suddenly hearing something crash behind you, then turning around and seeing nothing. The atmosphere became unbearable. Janet seemed to be at the center of it all, as if something was connected to her. She appeared exhausted, distant, like she was caught between two worlds. The voice returned unpredictably, speaking through her, saying things no child should know. Investigators documented everything, hours of recordings and dozens of witnesses, yet doubts remained. Some moments seemed too perfect, too dramatic. Was it real, or something else beneath the surface? Still, even skeptics admitted not everything could be explained. Months passed. The activity faded slowly, like whatever had entered the house wasn't ready to leave. And then suddenly, it stopped. The knocking ended, the voice fell silent, the house returned to stillness. No clear explanation, only questions. To this day, the Enfield case remains one of the most debated stories ever recorded. Some believe it completely, others not at all. But for those who lived through it, it was never just a story. So what do you think really happened inside that house? Would you stay there even for one night?